His home videos. Fans call him the fastest thinking host in the business, and that is the truth. He's ready for any situation, as you know, and now he's taken that talent for words, put it on paper. In a great new book, it's called I'm Hosting as Fast as I Can, and it's true, you are.
Can I tell you what I wasn't ready for?
What's that?
Seeing how much brown hair I had when I hosted GMA with Elizabeth back in the 90s there, filling in for Charlie.
Yeah, that kind of took you back a little bit?
Yeah, he was, yeah.
For all of us,
Right,
all of
there you
us.
go.
But you have been around for some time, and you are really a favorite here.
Oh, thanks.
Especially with the crew. You're just one of those guys.
Thank you, Robin.
You appreciate what you have, don't you?
And that's a big part of what the book is about. I mean, it was, I wanted to share funny stories because I want you to be entertained, but also I wanted to get to a lot of what I think is important, and that is living here and now and being present. And we talked about this off camera.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the poster person for that as well, I think, in so many ways. But that's important for me, not only in life, but in hosting live television.
Well, because isn't he just so cool, Mr. Bergeron? You know, really, you have Marie Osmond, boom,
Right.
just faints right there on live TV.
And slipping her that Mickey was the smartest thing I ever did.
Because she got a lot of pub out of it.
She did. I got to tell you, in all honesty, in that moment, which you're looking at now, the fact that I was on television was the last thing on my mind. I really went into dad mode because I've got two daughters.
Yeah.
They're 20 and 18 now, and whenever they were little and they'd skin their knee or something like that, any parent here knows that you focus your attention right on them. And I had the advantage, which most people don't have in an emergency, to throw to a commercial. So,
This is true.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice in life if you go, we'll be right back after this?
If something happens to you in life,
Sure.
you can do that.
Yeah.
But let's be honest here. I was surprised, I did not know this, that you had a problem with your temper and anger management. You would not know that looking at you today.
And that really was the most heartening response from friends when I told them I'd write about that. And that was really mostly in my early 20s, where I just had a really short fuse and would never go off at other people, but mostly at myself or apartment walls. And so meditation became a really important salve, a medicine, if you will, to calming that tendency. And I think the last real temper tantrum I had was probably about 30 years ago.
What caused it?
I don't remember. It didn't matter really. You know, when you're a bit of a hothead, there's a great line. It's not an emergency that makes you go crazy. I'm rewriting it here. It's a shoelace that snaps when there's no time, and that's really what can make you go off. And what the meditation did for me was to keep me from going in that direction.
But in this crazy biz that we're in, man, you know, I would imagine that when people, because I'm pretty calm and I meditate and I'm prayerful, and people freak out because they want you to be kind of all over the place.
Sure.
And you said with Dancing with the Stars, which is a very hectic program, that you're much the same way, and folks are thinking, what do they think when they see you like that?
Well, it's true, because I love that. I'm probably my most relaxed portion of the day is hosting the show and just being open to the possibilities of what's going to happen with that wonderful group of people that I get to work with. But I'll be meditating like before the show in my dressing room, and the producers will come with news of the latest spray tan meltdown, and I'll open the door and the TV's not on or the laptop's not on or nothing. I'm just kind of sitting there, and initially, until they got to know me better, they would come in and they'd see me just doing what they thought was nothing, and they'd be, all right. And because as I said, when you see somebody doing nothing, your first thought is, what are you up to?
Why is that?
It makes us nervous. We like to see some sort of busy work going on, you know.
Something else I learned about you, my friend. A mime?
Yes, I was. Growing up, I loved the silent film comedians like Chaplin. Oh, look at that. Here's the shot.
You.
This is me as an Amish mime, ladies and gentlemen. And so I loved Chaplin and Keaton, Laurel and Hardy and all that. But there was, I grew up way too late for that. I was working in my hometown radio station. My boss threatened to fire me unless I went to college because I had forsaken college to stay in radio. And I took a mime course. at the local community college in my hometown, and that gave me the closest. You don't have to hold up a picture forever.
You know TV. We're hoping that you're going to give us a little bit of. Aren't you?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Here we go. There you go. That's the.
See?
Look, I'm in a box. Oh my gosh.
Very good.
But that was an opportunity for me to learn more physical comedy, and then I went to study with a brilliant teacher, Tony Montanaro in Maine, who was very instrumental in really everything in my career and everything that happened later, because that was his credo: be present, be on the deck, stay in the moment, don't allow yourself to go off in tangents.
And that's what you're hoping people picking up the book, especially in these times?
Yeah, and that was sort of an unintentional thing. I write a lot about when I was fired and canceled and laid off and downsized and all that stuff, and I think so much of how we deal with things makes a difference in how our life unfolds at that point.
It does.
Yeah.
We're going to bring you back and put you in the hot seat.
Okay.
The fine folks are asking
Chris
you
has warned me about that.
It is inspirational. It's funny. I enjoyed it immensely. It's going to help some folks. And you can read a portion of Tom's book on our website at abcnews.com. Coming up, you'll see. Oh yeah. You can of course see him with Dancing with the Stars Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Coming up next, though, myth-busting springtime allergies. The truth will surprise you. Come on back.
We're back with Mr. Tom Bergeron. You know him as the host of Dancing with the Stars, and you now know him as author of a new book, I'm Hosting as Fast as I Can, all about his life in showbiz. And it wasn't enough that we had a little bit of grilling outside. We go once again on the appropriately themed hot seat.
Oh,
I'm ready. Bring it on.
Okay, this just in minutes ago.
Oh, yes?
Minutes ago on Twitter. Has he ever thought of switching roles to be a contestant on Dancing with the Stars?
Can I tell you something? I danced once in season 2 with Ashley Del Grosso, now Ashley Costa. We did a quick step in a result show because I wanted to know what the stars went through. And that was really helpful to me, not only just in terms of that, but in my hosting of the show. But to actually be a contestant, number one, I wouldn't be on in that capacity past week 3, but that's a lot of work. Hosting is much easier. Much easier.
Now, in 1987, you put down as your residence Pasadena, but in truth, no, I'm kidding.
Oh my God! Chris is working for the DEA.
Wrong Cuomo. Okay, when will Tom show us his own funniest home videos?
Oh, I remember. I got the exact date for that. Never.
Not going to happen?
Probably not.
All right, let's get to as many as we can. This also from, this is another good question. Does Tom get to vote on Dancing with the Stars or America's
No, I don't ever vote on America's Funniest Videos. Just the audience does that. As far as Dancing with the Stars, I don't know what the rule book says. I never have. But I suppose, what are they going to do if I'm there with my cell phone? But I never have, just as, I think the propriety of it is that I should maintain some distance and objectivity, even if I have secret favorites.
And do you?
Yeah, of course.
Of course you do.
Another one.
That's why they're secret.
Here's another question from my tweeps. Everything that you do, so busy, when you have free time, what do you like to do?
I drop into a fetal position and whimper. I do that. No, actually, I'm a dad and a husband, and we do normal life stuff, just that kind of thing.
Raking?
I do raking. I'll rake other people's lawns just because I love it so much.
just the kind of guy that you are. This is from Becky from New Albany, Indiana, and she asked, I saw you in Star Trek Enterprise and thought you were very good.
Oh, thanks, Becky.
Did you ever want to be an actor?
Yes, I did, actually. And that whole experience was because of Whoopi. And Rick Berman, who was the head of the franchise back then. And I had a ball. I really did. I was a rubber-headed alien where they put gills on me and all kinds of, and it was such fun. But yeah, I've thought of that. But I love live, because live it's what we were talking about. It's now.
Yeah.
Acting is you wait around and they fix the lighting and okay, we'll do a page here and
none of that happens here.
Yeah.
Let me last question from Tracy from Monroe, Michigan. You kid around about Len's grumpy disposition. Off camera, you get along with the people on the show.
Yes. If we weren't friends, I couldn't give them as much of a hard time on camera and have them take it. we're all very close, actually, which is one of the real joys of doing that show.
Eric, you were asked that a lot, too. Are you asked the chemistry question a lot because you guys...
You know what, live TV, if there wasn't chemistry, I mean, you guys, if you didn't get along, and I know you do, we'd know. As viewers, we'd know.
Agreed.
Yeah, I know. And they didn't even call each other.
This time, anyway. Hey, Tom, thank you.
That wasn't
thank
that
you.
bad.
You did a good job.
Thank you. That wasn't too hot.
You like to ask the question.
Yeah, I do. I'm more used to that.
We'll be right back.